What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. Fun little bonus video for you. We got Ezra, we got Judah here. We're going to be going over our Dream 18. Did you guys do separate ones?
Yeah.
Little variation.
Little variation.
We did.
For those that aren't familiar with the Dream 18 means, basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through...
Too bad. Sleeping on it.
We're going to be going through all the holes that we played this year on tour. And we're going to be picking out our favorite, best, whatever you want to do, hole number 1. Then we're going to go to hole number 2, hole number 3, and all the way down the list. And we're going to argue on why we think our hole is superior to
Well, we might
the
not.
other.
What if we have all the same? Also,
If we have all the same,
do you have any silver event?
I will give $1,000 away to someone.
Do you have any silver event?
No.
Okay, so we're doing basically all elite
series,
all elite
events
and
majors.
So
elite events
basically.
and majors. Who wants to start us off on hole number 1?
That's okay, more towards you or more away?
More towards.
More away. Get right.
Okay.
Start off.
Here we go.
You go.
Okay. Hole number 1 is none other than Black Bear Preserve.
Okay.
All right.
It's a par 4, 708 feet. It's the perfect hole that allows players to throw as far as they want off the first tee. If they are feeling a little nervous, they can, throw a fairway driver and just try to find the fairway. If they want to be a little bit more aggressive, they can go driver and try to get a little bit closer so that second shot across the water isn't as hard. You got the OB on the left, which is where you want to try to end up close to. And I've seen people throw too far left and go OB, and
You
it makes
almost
that
lost a disc
hole.
in that water. I've been there.
Yeah, we were in the water for a long time looking for that. And then you've got tall
felt
grass
nice.
on the right. So if you bail out on the right, you're not only further away, but you're now having to throw your shot through tall grass, which isn't that fun, to a decently protected green with a couple trees. So I think it's a great starting hole. Some will say the best starting hole on tour.
I will agree. I think. Well,
It's very
I'll agree with it being one of the best.
Okay.
I think it's fantastic.
It's
yeah.
not your number 1.
You want a hole you can just kind of throw off and get off the hole.
What's your number 1?
MVP?
I
think
disagree.
I just. Okay, aside from the Christmas trees, I
People
love.
are just
I love
throwing
the tee
shots
box.
into oblivion.
I love that though. We're just ripping a shot as hard as we can into the most pretty hole on tour. How do you not like that? And then you still have some technical. You have a technical upshot, so it's not just like an easy hole. You have to start to execute.
No, the second shot's great.
I think it's a
Yeah, second
fantastic.
shot's good.
The only
Second
thing I
shot's
don't
good.
like about it is the landing zone has way too many Christmas trees. That's my only complaint. But other than that, I think it's a fantastic hole. You're throwing over water, which is
The
fantastic.
thing I don't like about it is there is no landing zone.
Yeah,
You're
I think
just
The road.
the 10-foot
they
strip.
They should make everything besides that OB.
I think even with that, it's still about a starting hole.
It's a good hole. It's a good hole. I don't think it's better than Preserve, though.
I think if they took away the Christmas trees
Then
in the
it'd be it.
fairway,
Yeah.
that'd probably be it.
That'd be it.
That'd be a good hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the water you're throwing over, yeah.
Tough to beat.
I've got Glenn to be on. Number 1.
That.
Is that an honorable mention?
Do we talk
If we
about
have
honorable mentions?
let's talk
I
about
think we
the
talk about
honorable
honorable
mentions.
mentions.
Let's talk about the honorable
That
mentions.
was one of my honorable mentions.
I
End of
think
year.
I
one
think
is-
that hole is great. It's beautiful. The tee shot is, again, par 4. We both agree that you got to start on not a par 3. You get the tee shot out there, but it's
It's a
not
tough
too
tee
easy.
shot.
And,
No.
because there was the bunker there, and then there was the OB left. So, you got to get the tee shot in the fairway.
Yep.
It's a good level of
And-
difficulty.
Yeah, good level of difficulty. The second shot is difficult too because there was a steep drop off after
And
the
elevated basket.
Elevated basket. So the speed control coming in.
I like that
is
hole.
really important.
I like
I think
that.
that hole's really good.
That was an honorable mention. The other 2 honorable mentions I have, Piggott Park, hole 1.
Yep. That was-
Yeah, for sure. I'll say
Piggott
that.
Park, hole 1, honorable mention,
Yeah.
and Swinson Park, hole 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about that too.
I like Swinson Park a lot because you have to throw back in for right-handed players. You have to throw back into the landing zone, and then you have to throw like a low ceiling forehand.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, you have to throw both shots. Those 2 honorable mentions. All right, hole number 2. I guess I should just go first every time. That'll
Oh.
probably be easiest. Hole number 2, Idlewild.
Yes, dude.
You got Idlewild?
Yes.
It's a great hole.
It is a great hole.
It's a fantastic
It's a fantastic hole. Yeah, I almost
love
had it
that
as
hole.
mine.
Great hole. The tee shot is challenging. You can miss your line and hit trees, and if you fall down that next shot, you now have a decision of like, do I want to advance and go over the water, or do I pitch up and lay up?
If you're in the
And
perfect landing zone, the upshot's tricky with the slope.
that second shot is
You
one of the
gotta land
hardest
it.
second shots we have on tour.
It's
I
sweet.
love the
Yeah,
slope
it's
green
so good.
and the water on the
It's
left.
a
And
fail
when you
slope.
if you go in the water too, it's not guaranteed
Oh, yeah.
up and down.
Exactly.
Like that putt's still like a 35-footer uphill.
uphill.
Good amount of trees by the basket.
I think hole 2, Idlewild, great hole.
It's one of the best on tour.
It
Honestly,
is.
honestly, maybe the second best
What do you have?
hole 2 on 2
I think I know what you have.
What do you think I have?
It might be my honorable mention.
What do you have?
Let's see what you say.
Jonesboro.
Yep,
I
honorable
think
mention.
Jonesboro. I think
Honorable
Jonesboro's
mention.
hole
Honorable
two.
mention.
Honorable
I think
mention.
Jonesboro's fantastic. Hole 2.
Hole
Yeah.
2 is great.
You got a power shot off the tee through a gap. You can't just
That
like blast
second
it.
shot also is
The
one of the
second
best
shot
shots.
It's always
It's one of the best
Yeah.
second shots we have on tour.
Yeah.
Low ceiling, high elevation.
You can try to go spike
Those
high.
OB on the left, too. You can't
options.
just-
I went OB. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can definitely go OB.
Very difficult. Yeah.
Good hole.
Good hole. All right.
Fantastic
So
hole.
far we're
not idiots.
kind of crushing.
Maybe.
All right, hole number 3, European Open, Nokia, the par 5.
That's an honorable mention for us.
The
100%.
par 5.
That
I
hole
think
is so
that
good.
change.
Yeah.
I think the change of where they
Yeah.
added to where
You have to think about
you can
it.
either lay up or not.
Yep.
The eagle is possible with
Yeah.
2 great shots. You can get punished severely
Yep.
by going for the eagle off your tee shot and off your
Staying
second
left.
shot.
Oh, yeah.
You can go OB.
Yep.
Also, a 30-footer, 25-footer on that green is
Oh,
not
yeah.
guaranteed. I think it's a great third hole.
It's a great hole. It's not as good as hole 3 at D-Glow.
It's not.
I just think it's one of the best top of the world shots, and it's like you have. See, I thought about that hole too, and I was like, "There's no way I can't have this hole in my Dream 18." It's just one of the most iconic. It's like it's.
I love that it's a top of
know.
the world. That
I like it.
It's
it looks really open down there.
Yeah.
But it's one that really gets you thinking because right is dead. Those woods are natural OB and it's dead, and then the left OB, actual OB, comes in so quick. Usually have a headwind.
Yeah.
And so I don't know.
It might be one of the most practiced tee shots on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you see a lot of people when they're done with their round, literally because it's kind of on the way out, you'll see people just go and throw 4 or 5 shots because it is one of those where it's like by tournament time you better know what you're throwing and you better throw confidently.
It's also one of the holes with the most time spent looking for discs.
I personally just don't like that if you go OB left that you can just get up and down for par. That's the only thing.
I still just think it's a dream. It's a dream course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Honorable mention, the Thorn, hole number 3.
Yeah, I had that as one of mine
States.
too. Yes.
I
That
love that.
forehand,
The low screaming
So
forehand.
specific.
that I don't. You maybe could
So
get there
tough.
with a backhand, but it's like
I'm
very.
sure people did. Roll
very
up.
You
tough.
kind of have to
Roll
go
offs.
nose. Like you can't throw nose down and get there with a backhand.
No,
No.
it is a very very tough shot, and
good
one of
ball
those two where if like you don't hit the line right away, it's not an automatic 3. You can take a 4
Oh, yeah.
on that.
Oh, yeah.
And I like also that there is soft sand around the green, so that way if you do throw a great shot, you don't get that flare skip into oblivion. Your forehand kind of just settles right there. So that was an honorable mention for
I
me,
agree.
number 3.
Excellent.
We
Number
also had Presolve as an honorable mention.
preserve.
It's a good
I
ball.
think that's
It's a good ball
great
three.
ball 3.
Oh yes,
I mean,
I was thinking about
It's
it.
solid. It's solid.
I was thinking about it. Yeah, because you can.
It's an honorable mention to the honorable mentions. I'd say.
Yeah. All right, hole number 4. Now you guys said you had some difficulties with hole 4.
This
Yes.
one was difficult.
This
I
is the-
feel like I have a
think this
good-
was the most difficult hole for us to pick because I think we only had like 1 or 2 options.
There's not that many options at hole 4. I would say it is
a good
shallow,
one.
but
It's a
I
good
would
one.
say
It's a good one, but that's the
It's
thing.
a
though,
good- yeah.
we didn't
I
even
would
have
say
all
I
that.
have 3 good ones,
Oh,
Wow.
but the one that I think that stands out is hole 4 at Waco.
USDGC. Yeah, USDGC hole 4 was a good one.
No,
Wow.
hole 4 at Waco.
Hole 4 at Waco. Wow.
You
Yeah.
gotta be kidding me.
I think so
Why?
because
how?
it's a very unique hole of where.
That's, those are reasons it's unique. It's not good.
No. It's a very unique hole because it doesn't require extreme amount. It requires a very smart placement off the
These are
tee. And it's one that if you do struggle to get off the tee early, you could take a monstrous. Like the difference between a bad tee shot on that hole and a good tee shot could be like 6 strokes. You can take a 7
wow.
off.
No.
You can,
You'll pitch out. You'll pitch up. You'll pitch up. You'll take a double at once.
no. Okay, what that 3 strokes? But I've seen people take 7s. I'll put my hand up. It can
I'm not
get,
probably on it too.
it can get real dicey, and that second shot, there's water. The river's right behind.
Yeah.
So you have to make, you can't just be launching something in there. I think it requires a really interesting backhand shot and a really interesting forehand shot. And
I'm not dreaming about that hole.
Also,
It's
there's
I'm
really not that many
I'm
other
not dreaming
choices.
about it.
There's also really not many other
Yes,
choices.
exactly.
I'm going hole 4 at Pickard Pole, Des Moines.
I have that on here.
Yeah,
I think that's
a better
honorable
hole.
mention.
That's a better.
Yeah.
I have that on
It's a
here.
better hole. Yeah.
I have that on here. Honorable mention.
Yep.
So why don't you? What's the other one?
Over the pond, the basket's right there, but
Yeah.
it's long enough. You know, you
It's
can't
challenging.
just bail
Some
out.
people lay up because they're scared, which is like not a bad play.
I think I also had a lot of water carry holes already. So
Okay,
like,
okay.
so like I didn't want
Hey,
like
Does that mean
every.
hole five's pick one?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet.
What's
We'll see, I guess.
The other one I have a hole four for is Idlewild.
Yeah.
Idlewild
Yeah,
hole
I
four.
like that one too. Yeah.
Idlewild hole 4 is not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not
you
bad.
have, you have to be very specific. You have to get enough distance off the tee in order
Yeah.
for that gap to not be fluky. But if you do, then it's a good hole.
Yeah.
It's a
think
it's
if
a good hole.
I
It's
think
a
if
good
they
hole.
cleaned up some of the trees in that gap.
Yeah, I just think it's one that you're throwing that shot, and you know if you throw a good shot, your next shot's not too tough.
Yeah.
But if you don't land in that one spot and you get off, then you have a decision. That's the crazy thing. How many par fours do we play that your second shot you have a decision of like, should I go for it or lay up?
Yeah.
Like some people were laying up to the landing zone and then throwing their third and trying to make par. So I think it's a solid hole. They should probably make the gap just a little bit bigger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hole number 5, I have. This one's kind of like a no-brainer. Winthrop.
Wow, that's
That's a
surprising.
no-brainer for you. It's not even in my honorable mentions.
Nope.
Really, the par 5?
It almost did make it, but
The par 5?
Yeah, I know the hole. I know the hole well. It's a great hole.
I think
It's a great hole, but it's also just a chip forehand, spike hyzer, and then just a shot. I don't know. It looks great. With
You
the
say
water.
that, but there are so many people that mess that hole up.
I don't think there'll be that
So many people
scores
mess
on
that
hand up.
bogey.
There's so many.
It's a great hole. It
What are you
is.
talking about? You don't think there would be that many? What does that mean?
I don't think there's that many scores on that hole above bogey.
You guys talk about your hole 5. Let me pull up stats.
Okay.
There's a lot of bad people in these tournaments, dude.
Hole 5.
It's a great hole. I
I'll pull up
had
stats.
that in my list, but I didn't put it as an honorable mention. My Ocho hole 5.
D-Glow? I think we had the same
Yeah,
one.
D-Glow.
That's
D-Glow
just such a beautiful hole.
It's another one where I was just like,
It's an honorable mention.
how can you not have that as your in your dream 18?
It just boggles the mind.
It
honestly.
does.
I have
step
it as
up-
an honorable mention.
Yeah, no. You step up to that hole, and it's just like, wow, this is literally what disc golf should
I'm
be.
dreaming.
You know,
You know?
and you think, and what comes to mind too is like, wow, this is a way better hole than hole 5 at USDGC.
That's the only thing that pops into my mind.
How do
and like
I?
this year with the grass, they got grass on it.
Yeah, I think
that
that's
hole is
incredible.
that's one of the best changes that they made to that course in the last 2 years.
It's so hard to have a shot that's in that amount of woods
Yeah.
and have green grass as the fairway. That hole does it.
A fairway,
It's very
no trees in the
fair,
middle. If
and
you know the
just-
shot,
It's long, but you got to keep it straight.
those OB, you can't just blast a fairway drive as hard as you can. Those OB long.
Yeah, I love that one.
Love that hole. Honorable mention for us was
There was only like 20 birdies on hole 5
okay.
in the final round.
Okay.
It played as the 7th most difficult hole. Played over par. You can't really take too much from that. But you had a lot of good players take 6s.
Yeah.
You had some players that might be considered good as well take 7s. So
I think
think-
the third shot is very good. I think that's where people are taking their bogeys
correct.
and doubles.
The third
They're
shot,
throwing the water.
but I think also the second shot, it's one of those of where you can get aggressive to make that third shot easier.
Yeah.
But it makes that
Right.
second shot harder.
It's good, but I'm really surprised. I think
I just
honestly,
don't think
man,
it's-
I think you're kind of a D-Glow hater.
No. I have so hole 5. I have a lot of holes. I have a lot of
Okay.
holes. I have preserve. Hole 5 at preserve.
No.
Oh my.
That's
shocking.
no. I don't think it is. I think a lot of people think that hole is really, really good. It is.
It isn't though.
The little wooden
No.
one.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Very tough.
I think it's
Very tough.
easy to confuse the level of difficulty with how good the hole is. Because yes, it's a very difficult.
I like
hole.
how difficult it is.
I think it is a good hole. I think it's a very good
I
hole.
like how difficult it is.
I think the difficulty level is good, but I don't think it even deserves an honorable mention.
Sure.
I think it's overhyped.
I have toboggan right there.
Okay.
Honorable mention.
I feel like you had. I feel like you had.
Glendovere.
You thought
He
you
added
had
that
to.
right now.
Glendovere.
Yep, Glendovere for sure. we had that
Glendovere
one.
hole 5.
Yep, we had Glendovere
Kind of
hole 5.
fire.
Sick
And then
shot.
Fox Run hole 5. I think Fox Run hole 5 is a great hole.
Oh, as much as I like Fox Run, I don't know if that holds. It's a good hole.
It's
Oh,
it's
I
a
disagree.
really it's
as
a
far
really
as par threes go,
it's a really hard par 3.
yeah.
You
it
can
is.
take a huge number, but a good shot.
You just
a
wanna
good
watch,
shot.
You
on-
just want to watch the world ball. You
no,
just
no,
want
no,
people
no.
to shoot
A
25
good,
over.
no. A good shot on that hole feels.
What kind of dreams do you have?
No,
man?
a good shot on that hole might feel
Nightmare.
better than any other par 3 shot. If
Yeah.
you pure that line
Yeah.
and have it hit the hillside and you're
Yeah.
in circle 1, there might not be a better
Hole
par
5
3 feeling.
at D-Glow.
That feels good too.
yeah.
There is a little
I think those are
flukiness.
another-
There is a little flukiness with hole 5 though at the end. with
little
some of the
bit.
trees.
A little.
little.
I had honorable mention as Des Moines, mostly because
Yeah.
of how rowdy the crowd is. They came out in full force.
Okay, that was
No,
part.
but
That was
we
part
never
that
said
shouldn't have.
we never said we didn't. We never said we weren't adding that in.
That's fine.
this.
Yes, hole 5
I
was
think
sick.
that- I think that's part
the
of it.
rowdiness was sick.
I think
100%.
that Glendeville was.
Glendeville
for
was-
me, that was the toughest.
It was tough to see
choosing
that one.
D-Glow over that.
Yeah,
because
hole 5
Just
Glenville.
downhill bomb, but it's not.
It's a great hole.
You still got to throw in the right spot, and the second shot
It's tough.
is very. No, you don't think about it, but it's underrated. You're throwing over water on.
Great hole.
Hole 6, Jonesboro.
Are you
Hole
kidding?
6 is-
Wow, you didn't even pick Jonesboro?
No.
Hole 6,
Hole 6
Jonesboro.
Dinky
The
par
forehand.
That's not dinky par 3. It is. If there
is
is,
picks,
if
dude.
there is
Definition
any
of a
wind, no. If there is any wind over like,
You can't pick holes on wind.
no.
You can't pick holes based on.
Even
That's
no
the last
wind.
12.
Even
the
no
last
wind.
12 on Jones.
Even
Jones
no-
and ECC.
I
No,
thought
even
those
no
close.
wind. Even no wind. That hole is not a guaranteed. I'm stepping up and throwing it on the island. It's not. It's
I
not
mean,
as much as you want to think it is. It
If
is
you
not.
look at the
I
last
got
5
it.
cards in no win, it probably birdied like
No.
17 times.
No,
That's a bad pick. That's
Yeah.
bad. That's a bad
no.
take.
It's a good hole.
Let us know in the comments, guys.
This isn't much better.
This isn't much better of a take either. This is a tough one.
Yeah.
Hole 6 at
hole six
USDGC.
was a stretch.
Yeah, I have that on there. Beach
And
hole.
it's like
Beach hole.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's good hole. It
I
is a
think
good
it's a
hole.
good
if you
hole.
take the beach away, it's not. It's a
No, I
throwaway
disagree.
hole.
I
Yeah.
disagree.
I
I think it's
disagree.
very good.
It's a very
the low
specific shot,
ceiling
yeah.
is specific.
If I'm saying if there was no beach and it was just flat ground and there was a basket right there,
Yeah.
it would not be a hole you would remember.
Yeah.
It'd be like hole 2 at USC.
but-
hole 2
but-
at Winthrop
okay,
is
but
really
sure.
good hole 2. But that's not gonna make your dream 18.
No, it's a
the
good
beach is the thing that really sets that hole
But the,
apart.
be- the
I
beach,
agree.
the
It's
beach
an
is
honorable
part of it.
mention.
The
I
beach is
think
part of
the
it.
fact
It's
that
like
it's
it's
an
like
honorable
it's like
mention.
it's like hole 7 or whatever at Pickle.
It's an
They
honorable
built that
mention.
thing around now.
Yes.
It's a good hole. You
It's
built
an
a-
honorable mention.
Okay.
I think the fact that it's set down is more of a factor than the
I
fact
love
that it's
that.
safe.
I agree.
I love that
I
because
agree.
skip then
I
can
think
go.
even if it was
yeah.
set down and it was dark, it
Yeah.
would still be
Or grass.
my dream hole.
The only
Well,
other one that I think we're missing is Maple Hill 6.
No, I'm not missing that.
I'm not missing that one at all. Actually,
I'll sleep on that all day.
I think that's one of the more
Honestly-
challenging par
honestly, I
3s
hope
to
I
play.
don't dream.
Very
I think it's one of the
challenging.
most challenging par 3s.
is this supposed to be the most challenging? The 18 holes on tour?
No, but for to me, like if I'm gonna play a course, I much rather would play. It's the same thing when I played golf. I'd much rather go to a course where I'm like, if I can shoot under par today, I'm gonna play out of my mind.
So why
Versus-
don't more Nevin on here?
Hey, we will get there probably.
But I
We'll
want
see.
fair. I want hard but fair. Hole 6 is hard. It's a little
It's not
fluky
that
at the
fair.
end.
It's
It's
not
a little
that fair.
fluky at the end. At the end, I'll give you that. It's a little
fluky
fluky
in
at
the
the end.
middle, too.
No,
You barely miss your line.
that doesn't mean it's fluky though.
All right.
Like if you hit your line.
on to hole 7.
Hole 7. Hole 7, I have. You might like this. Hole 7 is Innova.
Wow.
Oh wow!
The drivable par 4.
I'm so surprised by
this
some of your
is
choices.
so
So,
The drive-
surprising.
Not a good hole.
The drivable par 4.
No, I think it's a good
I think
hole.
it's one of the
not
best
on my-
drivable par 4s we have on tour.
I absolutely
I don't
disagree
agree with
because
that.
everybody throws in the bunkers that don't get safe.
No, people
and
go in the water on the right. People
No,
go
they don't go in the water. What cold are
People
you
go in
going
the
on?
water.
Who are you watching?
people go on the green short.
What is going on?
People land on the green short.
Yeah.
Sometimes
People go long OB.
You have to go to the drop zone.
if we look
And
at
that drop zone's very hard. That drop zone's very
It's a
hard.
good hole. It's a good hole.
It's a good hole. You go too long, you go long OB
Oh, yeah,
drop
but no.
zone.
yeah, I like going long.
I think it's a good drivable par 4. I mean, and also there's not much. There's 2 other holes. I know what you're probably gonna pick. Go ahead.
This is just an obvious one.
Go ahead.
What'd you say?
It's Champs Cup.
Champs
yeah.
Cup.
W.O. Jackson. Honorable mention.
I mean,
It's so hard not to choose that.
It's honorable mention.
27. Oh yeah.
Yikes!
That-
I
that-
don't know if that should stay in.
that is
I
not
don't-
a good look.
I don't know if that
is
should
not a
stay
good
in.
look.
I'm texting my mom, guys. It's not my fault.
I don't know if that should stay in.
Yeah, that hole's sick. That hole's sick.
Yeah,
you get a
it's
good
sick.
drive all the way down there. You're aggressive enough off the tee, then you have a very fair shot up to
a
the
good
green.
hole.
You have to navigate the entire way.
It's a good hole.
a great
The
hole.
other one I have is Pigger Park. We talked about it earlier. The par 3, built out.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
no, that is not.
I
on
think
the
I
Dream
think they
18.
made the hole good with all the maintenance and stuff that they've done. I still don't think it makes the Dream 18 for me.
Well, that's why I didn't make it for me either.
Well, yeah,
It's an
but
honorable
it just
mention.
doesn't even make it.
I don't think
No, no, it's an honorable mention. It's one of the
It's
cooler.
just a wide
it's one of
open
the
hole.
cooler looking holes we have, though.
Just because they put up some logs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
I mean,
yes.
is that the
Unfortunately, yes.
Is that what I'm
yes.
just
Look what we're
going
competing against. Look what it's competing against.
It's competing against W.O.
It's
Jackson.
going to
It's
be a
losing.
lot of these holes. Yeah.
What?
It's going to be against W.O. Jackson. That hole's insane.
Sure,
All right.
that's fine.
Hole 8.
Hole 8. Let's see.
I feel
Hole
like
8's a no-brainer. Hole 8, it might be one of the best holes on the tour.
Wow.
I feel like my hole 8 is
I
a
don't
bad
think
choice.
it-
Hole
any of
8,
us agree.
hole 8. Again, a lot of what I'm thinking of too is like I want to step up, like this
I bet
one.
it's this. I bet it's
What do you think it is?
I think you're gonna say Northwoods.
Nope.
Oh.
No. I don't even think hole 8 Northwoods. No. I have my honorable mention
All right,
hole 8.
all
My
right.
honorable mention hole 8 is probably your guys' hole 8.
All right.
But
Well,
I think this is a no-brainer. I think it's Swenson Park.
Yes.
I think Swenson Park hole 8
Oh, that's
is
such a good hole.
such a good hole.
What hole is 8?
It's the one where
You're
it's
throwing over
here.
the corner of OB.
This is why I have it. This is why I have it.
Oh, that's
Oh, TV. Oh yeah.
yes.
yeah.
And then you throw over the pond.
And then if your tee shot is not good,
If it hits a tree,
that
it's out of
second
position.
shot is terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I've seen very good players not clear the OB because
Yeah.
they try to go too aggressive and turn it over, or they
gets
hyzer
dicey.
out.
It gets dicey.
Like that hole, this is what I talk about when I say holes. I want holes where we're driving on angled fairways, not straight up and down,
He wants
angled
it back.
fairways.
That hole-
I like it. That's a great hole.
Yeah.
It is. It's a fantastic hole, but it looks really bad. The obese part is.
The OB
Are you going with
doesn't look
looks?
good.
Dumb stuff.
Are you going
I'm
looks?
factoring everything in, man.
factors
I'm
in.
factoring
Alright,
everything in.
alright.
Hole 8, I picked MVP.
Sure. Honorable mention.
It's exciting.
Hey,
Yeah.
holes. He's just sucking
I don't.
up to
Honorable
that.
mention.
No, it's exciting.
No. It's honorable
It is.
mention. It's
I
right
want people
there.
at my Dream 18. I want people watching my Dream 18.
It's right
and That's
there.
gonna bring the people in.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Those two right there.
All right.
Okay, number 9.
Yeah, I said so.
No, oh, you said so. I feel like we got number 9.
Finally.
Number 9 might be the most dark horse one.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I feel like I had it.
Yeah, it is.
I
It is
feel
that.
like.
It is.
Well, no, it's more dark horse than you think. Because I think I know what you're gonna say.
No, you do not know what he's gonna say.
Oh, really?
You don't know what I'm gonna say.
You have
I
no.
don't.
No.
Oh.
Don't tell me what I'm gonna say.
Okay, I felt like I needed one hole in my Dream 18 like this, and I felt like, again, this is the only. No, this is the only spot it fits in. Idlewild, hole 9. It's
Which
that.
one is hole
It's
9?
that little turnover backhand. James Conrad
Oh.
aced
Oh,
it.
okay.
James-
Jude, what's your number 9?
James Conrad aced
So did
it.
Chris Dickelson.
But it is a very touchy shot.
It's a touchy shot.
because you can go way
You
down
can
the
blast
hill.
those trees and drop straight down.
You can
That's
go.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You can go. Not that many people do that, but if you
Some of
try,
us do.
if you
Some
try
of
to
us
do
do.
that and
Hey,
blast
some of us
it,
go 100 feet. Roll
sure.
and try to do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think hole 9
Somebody's
as,
on 9 holes.
as one of my shorties. I gotta go hole 9.
All right. I had Fox.
Yep.
Oh.
Honorable
switched
mention.
to Fox.
I switched to
Honorable
Fox.
mention.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, Fox is
What was
mine.
my old one?
I thought you were gonna say Northwoods.
What's hold on to the old ones?
Tone over, uphill.
Oh, wait. I thought I did say that.
Yeah, you must have switched. No, it's 9. It's 9 at Fox though. I mean,
Wow.
it's such a good looking
No, I
hole,
knew it-
just a little downhill.
Oh, no, I did. I left it as Fox.
I love that it's just shaped by the hill like of the lake. You know?
It's such a hard shot too.
Yeah.
It's such a hard shot.
And even we had a strong headwind, I think the first round or second round, I guess. And it's not you can't play that hole for par.
That's the thing.
Easy.
No,
You
You
can't.
know?
You
we
can't
were
lay out,
we
yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah.
Everyone
It looks
went straight
great.
OB. I think the card went like 7 over.
Well, I even tried to play like hyzering into the hill, and I just ended up skipping up the hill and was OB.
Yeah,
Right.
It's a great hole.
Yeah.
I almost said Northwoods, but
Northwood. Northwood. No
There's a lot
S.
of woods.
There's no S.
Northwood Black. I almost said Northwood Black number 9 but I did not because the green is a little bit too much going on,
Yeah.
and that hole's so long. It's like
All right,
clip a couple trees.
hole number 10. I'm going back to what I think is one of the cooler looking.
Ooh, I
I
think
wouldn't hold.
I feel like we agree.
We might agree.
Wait.
I feel like
Yes.
Yeah, is that
Woo!
the first one?
That's also
Yeah.
agree.
I think, again, if
No,
they
it's
could,
the
if they
back
could
nine.
figure out, if Woods Golf could figure out, like Nevin, for example, if they could figure out how, and it'd be really hard with foot traffic and all that stuff, if they could figure out how to not have dirt be the fairways and have it be grass.
Kind of like
It-
hole 5 at Deglo. Yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Well, they had red mulch one year.
Yeah, last year, but
talking
they
about
have
this
this year.
year.
Grass.
True.
What have you done for me lately?
True. Fair. But it looks great. The contrast
That's the
between the
thing.
grass
It
and
looks-
the
it's one of the
woods
prettiest
looks
holes,
really
yeah.
good. And I think hole 10
Like
is
you
a
can-
great tee
If you
shot.
want to go for it, you can go for it. It's
Has
super
anyone
high
ever
risk.
eagled that hole?
Yeah.
People have?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
But
It's a hard shot.
when you say a par 4 that isn't super wooded is eagleable, you would think it's an easy birdie, and it's,
It's
not.
not an
It's not
easy
an easy
birdie.
birdie.
You gotta throw an
No.
accurate tee shot, and even after you do
Even
that,
if you do a good
the
tee shot, the second shot's
is-
not easy.
Yeah.
It's demanding.
Some honorable mentions for me on hole 10. I have Preserve. I have Swenson Park.
Okay, Preserve. Yeah, I mean that's the one over the water
Yeah.
with all the bricks.
I have.
Oh, yeah.
I have. That's a dicey little par 3.
It is, especially when they move the basket closer.
Swenson Park. I'm trying to remember what hole 10 is. Swenson Park.
This is why it's not mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the one.
Oh, it's a par
It's a par
4.
four.
I
You
gotta
go
go
over
through
the
it.
It's a par
pond.
5. Wait,
No.
Swenson. Oh, I was thinking.
You go over the
one.
pond, and then there was a pond up by the green. Too.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
is it. Yep.
I had that one too.
Brewster got in the mix at hole 10.
Which one is that even?
I think that one's over. It's the downhill. It's like you wanted that one. Super beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
The one where you're like,
Honorable mention for Paul.
there's some 2 or 3 trees around.
I think you're blinded by the beauty of it, but it's a good
No,
hole.
no, no,
I
but
like
It's a
that's
good hole. It's a good hole. It's a good.
that's-
It's a good hole.
I like to dream
That's true.
about
Yeah.
beauty. I don't want to dream about,
It's a hard hole
ugliness.
too, by the way. That's really hard to birdie. That hole's hard to birdie.
Yeah.
It is.
And then I got hole 10, drivable par 4. I don't know why a lot of these are drivable par 4s, but USDGC Winthrop. I think again.
I like
It
that
was
hole
in-
too.
Again,
I added that
the
to my honorable mentions,
design,
too.
the design of it. Obviously, it's not the greatest looking hole because you've got the base tennis courts right there.
Yeah.
But the design of it and how you can try to play that hole just for an easy birdie, which I did see people do, myself included, did not make it look super easy. But going for it, obviously you can pick up the eagle. It's not guaranteed. It's tough to get a super drop-in eagle on it.
Yep.
And if you go for it, and you can get punished.
Yeah, you can get bit quick.
Yeah. So
Risk
Yeah,
reward.
bit.
Risk reward's always good.
no honorable mentions on this hole. Hole 11, not that many good hole 11s out there.
I think you don't have the same one as us.
But this hole is actually a really good hole.
Hole's fantastic.
And if you can stop pounding the table, that'd be great. Glendevere.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, the same one. Yeah.
All
I think it was a
Glendevere.
sick hole. Yeah,
Sick
very
hole.
sick hole.
You can go super aggressive with like the outside line roller.
Yep.
You can get bit real bad. You can. I saw some people like play. I didn't even know this was an option until I watched coverage. Play like a forehand out to the right, and then go
Oh.
that way, and just throw through the trees. And then a lot of people just try to puncture, which probably you try to do. That second shot's one of the most fun second
Yeah,
shots.
That is so
Blast
sick.
it.
Just
Yeah.
fun to watch, too.
It's a great second shot, and that green's just sweet. Just
Yeah.
the way, dude. What is going on with these bees around here?
Yeah, it's just
salad.
this one. He's just kind of...
Just end him. Any honorable mentions?
No,
I had
No,
none.
that one was just pretty obvious, I think.
I just also don't think there's an
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, hole 12. We're going back into the woods, Northwood Black.
Oh.
Pandering.
Yeah.
100%.
No,
100%
no.
pandering. Hey,
You
we'll
can
also
call
went
it-
back into the woods, but good wood.
You can call it. You can call it a par 6 if you want. Whatever. It is.
I do want to call it that.
I don't want to
is-
call it at all. I don't want to talk that hole.
I just think it's a cool difference between you got
Hello, hole 12.
you got a wooded shot,
I want my bogey strokes back.
an open shot, and then a wood shot. I think that combo is kind of cool. That's all I'll say.
Kind
with
of
it.
cool. I'll give
I
you
have
that.
a
I like
lot.
the more ace. I like the more ace hole 12.
I have a
not
lot
as
of honorable
cool as
mentions, though.
A different hole 12.
We'll see. I have a lot of honorable mentions. We'll
Champs
see.
Cup.
Yep.
Champs Cup's a fantastic hole.
I have that on here. Honorable mention.
It's just to get a par 5 in the woods like that, that is eagleable.
Oh my
It's a great
goodness.
But
hole.
it's not easy to birdie. It's
great hole.
easy to bogey. I don't know. It's
Cold
so fair.
Just cold fairways is something else.
And the fact that there's 2 of them and they're both valid,
Four of 'em.
depending on where. Well, yeah, no one really. No, I saw it actually. Some people take the left one off the tee.
These are
Yeah.
gonna be hard to remember. I have Texas State's hole 12.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, that's that.
Oh,
flex.
tight flex? No, that's a great.
It's
Yeah.
a very unique
Underrated
shot.
hole.
Very
It
unique
is.
shot that we don't ever really have to throw.
Yeah.
And it's a fun one to throw. It's
Yeah.
a fun one to try to like figure out how to throw. I have Idlewild hole 12, which is like the L.
Oh yeah, we had that as an honorable mention too.
The L hole?
Yeah, that's a pretty good hole.
Jonesboro hole 12.
Oh, you
Jonesboro.
had that as your honorable mention. I don't. It's
Trying-
soft par 4. You go over the ditch, and then the basket's up to the
Oh,
right.
yeah,
on the
yeah.
Because it is it's like you
Yeah,
that
that's a sick
tee
hole.
shot, that tee shot.
Shot sick.
Like I threw it past the basket this year.
That's why I had as an honorable
Oh.
mention.
No,
to
no,
say
no.
that. Yeah,
I'm
okay.
saying it like you can go super aggressive, and even if you go super aggressive, that green is so deadly that like I bogeyed that hole, even though I was in circle 2.
Ezra did the same thing.
Like
Yeah.
I just think that hole is a really good combination of like you say it's soft, but it's like it's
The thing is,
you
though-
can't guarantee yourself a birdie after a good drive.
You guys only
Yeah.
went as far as you did because we had a lot of like.
It was a
tail
good win.
left to right.
It was a good win.
In
In,
no
in a
wind-
headwind, that hole's dicey.
Yeah.
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 In no wind, that hole's still fun though. That's a fun
Yeah.
hole. It's a fun tee shot to try to knife it through the gap. And then I had Champions Cup, which was your guys' pick.
ECC comes to mind. Eureka Lake comes to mind. It's just a couple of good hole threes. Hole
Okay,
12.
let's move on to hole 13.
13.
This one's dark walls.
I'm staying on the same course. I'm going Northwood with the little water. I think you guys forgot this one. It's the one with the little lake.
I do love that hole.
I love that.
It's a great
Drew
hole.
loves that hole.
That was gonna be. I thought that was gonna be my number
That hole's
one.
very hard.
I just think the tee shot is slightly too fluky. It
is a little on the fluky side. I agree.
I don't even want to talk about this hole.
Because the ceiling is a little bit on the fluky side because you kind of do have to throw high
Yeah.
to get to the landing zone.
I
You
think
kind of
that-
get. But that second shot
That
is.
second shot is one of the
that
best
second
shots.
shot is so
This
sick.
is
in all
one
of
where
this
there was not a whole lot of options.
Yep. No honorable mentions.
So unfortunately,
What'd you pick?
This is dark walls.
it's so dark walls. Now,
be
now
confident
this
in it.
one,
Don't second guess
here's the
it.
thing. This one we chose from a playoffs perspective, how the hole plays.
Yes.
USDGC.
Okay.
I think it plays fantastic. It looks horrible
If
with
you
the hill.
can look past the
Yeah,
landfill,
But
No, I like that
plays,
hole.
It plays so
I like
well.
that hole a lot.
It's very challenging. You have options off the tee. The second shot is very specific. You got to land in the right spot.
I don't
The
think
putt
people
stuff
watching
around the
this
right
are going to
spot.
agree with you. at
No,
all.
no,
they're not
no.
going to understand.
They're going to say
I'd
that's
love
the
to
worst hole
know.
ever.
I'd love to know what the
You're
right
correct.
hole is. But we all
Yeah,
right.
what hole? Because again, we went through I went through every single course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to hear what hole 13 you think is the best hole.
So maybe every other hole 13 is just like too easy or boring. I don't know.
There was nothing that stood out.
Nothing stood out.
I think USDGC
That's the thing.
I
USDGC
don't
stood
know.
out.
USDGC
that one
is
stood
not
out
bad.
too. So we almost. I mean, that was
one's
kind
not
of
bad.
honorable mention.
Yeah.
But that was a tough one.
All right,
But it plays really good.
hole 14 is another hole that I have a lot on. But to me, I'm going Maple Hill. I'm going over the water. I'm going, there's just enough gap to make you think about it.
Yeah.
I'm going the risk reward because you know if you go way left, it can get dicey down there too,
yeah.
by the way.
Well, I mean, you have to go way left. What are you throwing off the tee?
No. Do you not watch
Stay-
coverage?
you
See,
go left.
you guys don't watch coverage. See, that's the problem. You don't watch coverage.
I don't need to see
have,
that. I don't
I
need to
have
see
to
people
watch
going
coverage,
way left.
so I know what I'm talking about on debate night. Sometimes I don't. But no, some people go way left. Kyle Klein went way left on coverage.
Shout
And he was
out.
in the mix. He was in the
Okay.
mix. He got up and down. But it wasn't easy. He was almost OB. There's
longest-
OB. There's OB down there in the water.
Really?
Yeah, I
he
didn't
shanked
know.
it. He like shanked. Okay.
No, he's got big skip and it rolled.
Okay.
It can get dicey down there.
All right.
But I love. We're talking about the fans. Fans are great on hole 14, and I love
Yeah.
just the risk reward of trying to be aggressive and trying to land it into that hill,
Yeah.
and not having like that scary 35-footer right back at the water.
It's not a bad.
Wasn't a huge
No, it's
fan
good.
of the borders.
It's good. Yeah.
Wasn't a huge fan of the borders. I'll say that though.
Oh, really? To stop the rollaways?
Yeah, because I think that is.
I like it because it's fluky if you get a rollaway.
No.
No. If you
I don't
airball
think
your
it
putt,
is.
if you're airball your putt, you're OB. You should be.
Yeah.
And I
don't
think
know.
in this
Fluky.
I
scenario,
guess I'm
if you
thinking more like
airball,
the tee
you
shot.
save.
I'm thinking more like the tee shot that hits and then rolls.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I don't know. We the same one. I picked Eureka Lake.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Eureka Lake.
Yep, on here.
That
Great.
hole's
It's a
so
great
good.
call.
Honorable
Fall.
mention. Honorable mention.
Position off the tee. Long shot for the second shot. It's never easy. You gotta
think-
stay in bounds.
I think any par 4 where the second shot is longer than the first shot
That's cool.
is
It's
very
different.
cool, and it's underrated.
Yeah.
It's because
It-
that one is like a mid. Most people are throwing mid or maybe
You can go
fairway.
aggressive and try to get over like that little
Yeah.
inlet thing part, and
Yeah.
then it makes the second shot a little bit easier. But yeah, I mean
But if
it's
not, you got to throw like full power.
high,
drive
big,
on.
huge hyzer. Hole 14 is great. Honorable mention.
Yeah.
I had Glendevere also honorable mention. Hole 14
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was one of mine. I think that's a good
That was a
hole.
great hole.
and Champions Cup. Hole 14 honorable mention. W.R. Jackson.
Ooh, which one's that?
So one right before.
Oh yeah, the par 5.
Yeah, the-
dead straight and then big dog left and right.
Nah.
It's a good hole.
It's a good hole.
It's a good hole.
It's a good hole.
Yeah.
All right, hole 15. We're getting down to the nitty gritty.
I think we're gonna agree.
I think we're all gonna agree. I got toboggan.
Oh,
Oh no,
It's not
surprising.
a mention for us. That's a great hole.
I think the way they've changed that hole
Fantastic.
is getting better and better. I think they still can do maybe some things because you have some people that are like playing that hole way off onto like two's fairway.
Yeah.
So they might have to.
Wait. What? Really?
Yeah. And it's a big hyzer from there.
Man, I've been playing this hole so long.
Some people.
I've
But
never
when I
seen-
say some people, I mean like a handful
What
of people.
coach are you watching?
I watch everything. I know what everyone's doing.
just watch.
I watch everything. But that second shot's so hard. On
Yeah,
hole 15,
yeah.
that second shot's so hard.
Yeah.
If you birdie that hole, it is well deserved, and it's also a hole that you could just blow up down the stretch.
no, you can't. That's my
No, you can.
gripe with the hole.
No, you can.
I don't think they'll scoring separation. How many scores do people get that on?
That green's tough.
No, I think
that
people
green's
bogey will
tough.
bubble it.
Do they?
Yes,
Yes.
people.
If you
lasso
go
tee
too
shot
far
long,
right,
then it's a hard
pitch out, and then
then
you
it's
can
a
mess up
hold
your
up,
third.
and then it's
You
hold
guys
up.
are in sync.
Yeah,
like
because
you
we
both
know
did.
how we've done it.
We've been there and done
in
it.
practice, and maybe in tournaments. It can happen. Hole 15 is a challenging hole.
It is. I don't even think it, like that's where like Deagle doesn't even need OB on some of the holes.
That hole, I
It's
don't
like,
think
he
you
doesn't
need OB.
Yeah.
That hole, I don't think you need OB. Maybe for your second shot.
I'm shocked. I thought
I
we were
said,
all going unanimously.
I think I know where you're gonna go.
Say it.
Pickard.
Northwoods.
Oh.
Stop saying it with an S.
Wow.
You're gonna really have
Northwood.
people get pissed off.
Northwood.
Have a lot of people pissed off.
I thought people say Northwoods.
Wait,
Northwoods.
I thought we all agreed 15 at Pickard is disgusting.
That's mine.
I do agree.
That's my like.
Yeah.
I don't know
almost
why
said
you
that
guys
too.
all of a sudden are just
No.
changing.
No,
your
no,
mind.
no, no. I
Pickard
think
is
it's
sick.
incredible.
This is a tough
I
choice.
think Toboggan is. I think it has a little beat.
These three, I'm glad we all picked different ones because they're all so good.
Yeah, they are.
Yours was not
They're
on.
almost
Yours
interchangeable.
was not on.
It should have been 15.
15.
What
The,
course
the
again?
grassy
Northwood.
par 4 with the OB snaking on the
It's-
left and
It
woods
looks
on the
so.
right.
It's so sick.
It's so specific.
You gotta pick your length off the tee, your aggressiveness. You gotta not go in the OB long. But you don't want
Oh,
to. If you turn over too far
okay.
right and play safe,
Yes.
you're screwed.
Yes. It's a good hole.
It's a
That
great
is a good
hole.
hole. That is a good hole.
The
Pickard-
15 at Pickard is
Pickard, though.
it's an awesome hole.
Pickard's better than that hole.
I just
Pickard might
think,
be
like,
better than my hole. Pickard might be better than my hole.
I
It
think
might
it
be better
is.
than these
It's
holes.
one of my favorite holes
This
on
is a
tour.
really this one was. I feel like this one was up in the air.
I might have made a mistake.
Yeah.
I might have made a mistake.
Maybe I kind of threw Toboggan in there because it wasn't on there anywhere else.
Yeah, because if you want to get aggressive off the tee, you can, but then you're bringing in OB. You know,
I just
but it
wanted a
makes
little
the second
elevation.
short.
I wanted a little elevation. You know, I wanted that little elevation.
Well, you could have done that
Deglow
with a
has it.
couple Deglow holes.
No, I couldn't have. All right, number 16. This is a tough one. This I think might be the hardest.
This is where
This starts
this is
getting
where
really
you want
hard.
you want
There's
to tie
so
the
many
course
good-
together at this point.
16,
right?
17, 18 have so many good holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could go so many different ways, and
You
I don't think you were wrong. I went mainly just off the fact of like the fear.
Yeah.
Yes.
The excitement. The
I
drama.
went European Open.
Oh.
I went European Open because
Okay.
that
Oh, I
tee
can
shot,
agree with that.
that
I
tee
can- I
shot
like
is
that.
tee shot's devastatingly scary. You can mess up the tee shot.
You should. I
You
did.
shouldn't.
But you shouldn't. But I.
You shouldn't. A
4
lot of
times in a
people
row.
did. And in that second shot, it's one of those where it's like, yeah, it's all fine and dandy when you get the first one on there and you have a birdie putt.
Yeah.
You miss that first shot on 16, and then all of a sudden your heart rate, I think if you miss that first shot, that first shot on 16, your heart rate goes from like 110 to like 145.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
I like that choice. I like that pick.
but
I like that pick.
there's a lot of on here.
I
that
might have made a mistake. I might agree with you.
there's a lot of honorable. I have a lot of honorable mentions.
There's a lot
the
of
most.
good 16s.
A lot of good 16s.
What do you guys have?
I picked DCC.
Yeah, I picked
Yeah,
DCC.
Partly for the feel
Yeah.
and the drama and excitement,
That's
all that
awesome.
stuff.
You got.
That's
You
all
step
right.
up to that hole and it's like, you know, you're a little skilled.
I have that on here. Country Club.
Yeah.
You guys both went
Tough
there.
shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
So
at
I
first-
honestly I might like
I had
European Open more.
Winthrop at first, but I think the feel factor of I think it's a
Hole
good hole.
16 at Winthrop.
It's a great hole.
Yeah, it's not even close though.
It's just not for 16. You know,
Yeah.
you need
I
the feel
have
factor.
I have Supreme 18. So the Jones layout 16.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
great
yeah,
hole.
yeah, the flag hole.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a great
That's
hole.
like
Yeah, we had that one on there.
that par 4 is that second
really
shot
good
is
hole.
that second shot's really good.
It's a really
Yep.
good hole.
Really good second shot hole.
Yeah.
I have Jonesboro 16, the par 5.
I like that one a lot too.
Because
it's
again-
not easy to birdie.
Again-
you can eagle it, you can bogey it.
Just
No one is bogeying that hole. Who are you playing with?
people throw their third shot in the water. And then the
Drop
drop
shot.
zone's on the
Nobody
other
throws a
side.
third shot in the water.
Yes.
You throw your second
Second
shot in the water. 2 and 3 back, and you save 5.
People lay
Some
up.
people lay up and mess up the layup and hit the trees and it goes OB. The
guys
OB
who miss
line's
most
up.
pe-
All right, whatever. I think it's a good hole. Regardless, I think it's a good
Yeah.
You can go for it in 2, and sometimes your drive's not in the perfect spot, and it makes it to where your second, if you're going for it, you have to be a little more dicey. I like that.
Yeah, that's-
And then I have Fox Run, hole 16.
Yep, that was an honorable mention too.
Fox Run's a good hole.
I think the only thing I don't like is the landing zone, how many routes there are. You know, it's just kind of
Could get cleaned
kind of
up.
dicey.
Could get
But,
cleaned-
Like, as far as the hole goes, it's so
Could
good.
get cleaned up, but yeah,
This
I mean,
one-
it's
Yeah.
that second shot is. It's one of those holes where if your tee shot is not in the right spot, like if you're off the fairway, like that's one of those like if you miss the gap and you're
You'll
off the
throw into
fairway,
a good tee shot is.
you don't know what your score is going to be.
Right.
It can be really bad.
Yeah.
All right, hole 17.
This one I'm interested about. I'm curious about this one.
I've got 4. I've got 4.
Well,
for
what's your
17.
pick? What's your one?
My
What's
number
your
one-
or not? It's not. Yeah.
My number 1's USDGC Winthrop.
Wow. So you're going 16-17. That's a wild finish.
Yeah, I'm going
You're 12
backhand.
on. You're 12 on to go into the last 3 holes, and you shoot 2 over.
I want the pressure coming down. 18's not easier too. My 18's not easier.
I'm sure.
But yeah, 17. I think it would be hard to think of another hole that has caused as much drama, as much pain, as much agony, and as much
Relief,
gratitude.
excitement. Yeah.
You know, you look at Paul's putt last year and you look at Gannon's putt this year. Like those 2 putts were the driving force to them winning the tournament.
Yeah.
So, and the way they played it was the right way. You go super safe. You give yourself that 60-footer, and they both cash it in.
It's
Hole 17.
I thought about that one too. I chose Waco.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Waco's a fantastic.
Tough to not.
Honorable
Fantastic
mention.
hole.
Honorable mention.
Yeah.
It was right there.
Such a good hole.
Such a good hole.
Right there as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
The other ones I have is Toboggan.
Oh. Toboggan 17. Yeah. 17.
17.
Very good.
And then the last one I have, Swinson Park 17.
Oh.
With the
Oh, yeah.
with the basket
Yeah.
behind the
I like
island.
that one too.
We've seen multiple tournaments, like back to I think we saw an FPO with Natalie Ryan this year, and I don't know if the MPO if it's come down to that, but it is one of those again
well, it
where
did like second round or something. Cody Conklin was.
and he
He
blew
was
up.
trying- he was, like,
he
leading.
blew up.
Yep.
Yeah, like it
it
is.
wasn't the final, but
If you
that's
go for a birdie on that hole, it can get bad, and that tee shot's tough. Having to get the landing zone. Okay.
I want to mention hole 15, Swenson as well. That hole's
Yep.
sick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
Keep throwing.
17. It's not gonna be one you thought of because it's not an elite or
he's
above,
breaking the rules, man.
But it is the best hole 17, Music City.
It's not the best hole 17. No, that's hole 17. Chris
Yes,
Nichols
it is.
just threw it
'Cause
700
coming
feet.
down the stretch.
Yeah.
If you need to make a par,
Yeah.
you can't just make a par.
I mean, that's fair.
you can do that at
Wait,
Waco.
what
I
is
think
hole 17 at Music City?
Paul 4, OBL on the right side, tree, and
sloping
then like
fairway?
the second shot is the tree.
That hole's so hard. That's a good
so
hole.
good, isn't it?
That's a good
Yeah,
hole.
It's a great hole.
Too bad it's a silver, man. It didn't count.
I know,
Yeah.
but it's
a good hole.
good.
Silver Series sounds better.
It's definitely
alliteration-
bogeable, but it's definitely bogey
Different
doubleable,
topic.
especially if you because the kind of the play is obviously the big highs are out over OB.
Yes.
Yep.
If you
But
never
that's
come
dangerous.
safe,
Yeah.
you're throwing 3 from the tee.
It's a good hole.
Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Second shot's really hard too.
Rockwell Silver event.
Yeah. That's a good hole. All right. Let's wrap it up. Hole 18. And we want to let us know too what we'll put up the graphics right now of all of our holes that we've picked. What course would you want to play?
Ooh.
That's
yeah,
a good
who wins
one.
this?
Who wins
Make
is
it a
like
competition,
the
yeah.
most, not just fun, because some people take it different ways.
It's all different ways. Yeah,
Some
you
people
wanna
might
be
want to
beat
be
up.
challenged.
Yeah,
So
you
like,
wanna- yeah.
however you want to put it, not most fun, not most challenging, however you want to put it, like what course would you be most excited to play? How about that?
I like that.
18. I don't think you guys are gonna pick this one.
This one's tough.
I
I
would.
think I picked the same one as you.
There are a lot of good. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 5 honorable mentions. So there are 6 good 18 holes.
Yeah, I bet you guys picked the same one.
I think you have the same one.
I went Innova.
Wow.
Yeah, I went
Wow.
Innova. I went
It's
Innova.
a great finishing hole.
I don't think a lot of people were gonna pick it.
I didn't either.
I don't think
any
people
of us would.
thought I would pick it.
Nope.
But I like the fact of, again, it goes back to if you need a par to win, it's not guaranteed. The layup is not super easy. The
Okay, the
layup,
pole's
almost
guaranteed.
guaranteed.
The pole's guaranteed. You lay up short, and then you lay up short, and then you lay up short.
I wouldn't say it's guaranteed.
I mean, no, obviously strange things have happened, but
But I do like.
I do like that. It's
I
a
like
great
the
finishing hole.
I like the aspect that you can go aggressive and get into the second landing zone.
Yeah. Mhm.
And even from there, that green is dicey, as we saw with Gannon. His shot skipped off and went OB. I also think, again, I'm a sucker for water. You got water on the right, you got water on the left. I love that coming down the stretch. Could they make it harder by pitching in the OB on the right for the second shot to make it to where you can't lay up there and you have to go for it on your second? For sure. And would that make the hole better? Yes. But to me,
you really like corn.
I like
Yeah.
it. I like water.
I picked Glendeville.
Yep.
Glendeville hole 18.
The
I think.
dino.
Honorable mention.
I just feel like the fact that you can eagle if you need to
Honorable
helps
mention.
a lot. You can par it, you can bogey it, you can
That
probably
tee shot's
double it.
terrifying.
It's a dinosaur.
Not if there's not wind.
No, it's still
I mean,
pretty
it's still
terrifying.
the landing zone is still it's an angle.
I threw it in the
fairway.
water. I don't know how I threw it in the water.
I missed the Mando right.
Yeah, you can do
It's
that.
actually super nice because
Yeah.
the rules.
Yeah,
but
that kinda-
it's
that-
an angled
that
angled
kinda
fairway.
ruins.
It's actually skinny landing zone, so it's not as easy as you think. 'Cause you can easily go left OB.
People are gonna
can-
hate you smacking the table. I'm just gonna
Is
tell
that is that gonna be loud?
you. Yeah, it's gonna be picked up pretty
I
good.
don't know
It's
why
gonna
I'm
be
doing
picked up
it.
pretty good. Yeah.
Hold on, let's see. That's it.
Kind of spikes up there a little bit.
It's quieter than us talking.
Not quieter than me talking.
I got USDGC.
Yeah.
This is a great finishing hole. Yeah.
There's a lot more.
Spoiler, did you make my honorable mention though?
Okay.
Wow, that is what's your?
Hole 18 at USDGC
Questionable.
is so much
Questionable.
scarier than both of your 2 holes.
It is.
I think for me though, again with the Dream 18, I'm bringing in the aspect. I think for that the reason why it's not there is because of the fans. And maybe it shouldn't be, but they need it. If hole 18 had grandstands on the right,
Yeah.
I think it might be
I
number
thought we
one.
won't factor
I think it might.
No, I was factoring. I was factoring that in for this.
You guys factored in for number 8.
I did, yeah.
At Maple Hill. That
Factored
whole
for
I
14.
didn't pick 8 at Maple Hill.
I was factoring that in.
You bet, yeah.
To a
I don't know.
It's a
I
good
don't think-
finishing hole.
I don't
It's a
think.
great
I
finishing
think
hole.
without the fans, it's still. I don't know.
Par's easy though. If you're playing for par,
I would not
kind of
say
easy.
that.
It's kind of easy.
Not-
I
wouldn't
would say
that.
it's just. I would say it's close to as easy as it is for Innova.
I wouldn't. I
Innova
wouldn't
might be
say
a little
that.
bit easier.
I would disagree.
Innova might be a little
I would highly
easier.
disagree. It's not easy. You can't just chip a forehand up and then get a roll away, and then chip a forehand up and get a roll away, and then chip a backhand up and go too fast.
Well, let's hope that we
It's-
don't
it's
get
not
rollaways.
easy. Well,
Yeah, I think that.
I don't think that
mean,
hole's easy to play for par.
Is there a tougher hole?
What other mentions?
All right, other mentions I have is preserve hole 18.
I like that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
a
good.
it's good.
It's a good hole.
Yep.
It's good.
Maple Hill hole 18, obviously.
Yeah, it's very good.
Swinson Park hole 18.
It's good.
That's that hole. Like, if you
Wow, I
don't
didn't
get
think of
around,
that
yeah, if you don't get around that corner off your tee
Wait,
shot,
OCB?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
it's that big L. And
no,
if
I
you don't,
actually kind of disagree. I don't think it's great.
you don't like it?
No, I don't
It's all right.
disagree. I think it's great.
Why don't you like it?
I don't know. I don't like it.
'Cause it's hard.
It's not that.
Too
it's
hard?
not.
No,
I mean, it's-
that's not one where you can really
Let
just
me
play
think.
for par.
No, you cannot. That
You-
second shot is so
Every
hard.
shot, every shot, you got to think about and is.
If you kick, if you miss
No,
the
it's good.
gap
It's
too,
good.
if you miss the gap off the tee and you kick right,
About.
Oh, yeah, boned. Yeah.
yeah, unless you do,
No, it's good.
unless you do what Scott Withers did, which is go over OB the whole way, which was
That-
insane,
yeah,
and,
that's
it
wild.
worked.
I like it.
That's a
I like it. I'm changing my tune.
Um,
It's good. I admit it.
And I had Glendevere on here, obviously. Preserve, I already talked about. Maple Hill, Swinson Park. And then the last one, parking lot! De La, baby!
It's iconic, dude. It's iconic.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. Hole 18, De La. I mean, could you imagine finishing a tournament with an ace on that hole? That would be the best.
That would be what dreams are made of.
That would be the best ace finish, I think, of any course.
Yeah.
Glendefear would be pretty sick.
Glenn would be a sick ace.
On aceable holes. On holes that are aceable on 18.
This is you got to dream. Dream big on.
But that's it. Our Dream 18. We want to know who did the best, who had the best course, what course are you showing up to? Let us know. Also, let us know what holes we forgot. I don't think we did. I went
Yeah.
through every single hole. I don't think we forgot any. But if there was a hole out there that you thought was way better than the ones that we picked, let us know. And other than that, that's all we got. You guys got anything?
I
Nothing.
don't have anything.
All right. See you the next one.
Nightmare 18 coming next. Maybe.